Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine.
Oh, hey, you caught me. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Minecraft Let's Play. My name, of course, is System Z, and today we are running through this field while we could be flying. How are you all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm over here in the Poppy Village area. This is oh, lag, and I crashed into the ground there. This is a location that we haven't really been to in a while, as you guys know. We kind of finished off the throne room, and I think that was we've been spotted. Let's go around and kill this guy. But yeah, so today we're actually going to be working in this area, but we're going to be finally doing something that we've been planning for quite some time. Man, this guy is a tough, fierce competitor, but did not stand a chance. But yeah, we're not going to be doing anything with the castle, unfortunately. There's plenty we could do, though. I mean, look at this place. It's so unfinished. Leave it to me to not ever finish anything on this world. So today we're going to work on even more projects I'm probably never going to finish. Just kidding. Hopefully we'll finish this one. But we're actually going to be building the slime monster today. For those of you who have just recently joined my channel, hello, how are you? But yeah, this is the Poppy Village. This is supposed to be a village under the attack of a slime monster. Unfortunately, we never got to that part. So today, we're doing that. Let's get a view up in the copter in the sky. What do you see, Jimmy? Yeah, we see a lot of land up here. Plenty of space to actually work on this fine build. Right here in this little plot of land would be the perfect place, System Z, to put this slime monster. Whatever your plan is, I think you've got plenty of room. And it's directly by the castle here, if we can get a good panning shot there. And, yeah, oh no, we're going down. No. Huh. Yeah, so I'll just, ignore that. But yeah, exactly what the helicopter that was up in the sky said. We are going to be working in this area here today, and I think it should be pretty cool, to be honest, because it's right beside the castle, and I feel like, from this angle, it'll be really good, because it'll add balance, because we've got this area, and then we're going to have this area. Now, this area is going to be pretty much already wrecked by the slime monster. And hopefully we're actually going to build the slime monster as well. It's going to be a very atmospheric episode, but I've got to get to work clearing out some of this forest because I want to make a pathway for the slime monster, almost like they're coming through here. I think it should be pretty cool, but like I said, I've got plenty of work to do, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on clearing a path out, and I will see you guys once I have done that. And the trees have all been cut down successfully, and we could go ahead and get started. Now, we're not going to be doing any extravagant builds today, so if you want to leave, just remember there's a gigantic pretty castle to look at in the background, so don't leave. But we're actually going to be doing something a little opposite. We're actually going to be building broken houses in a way. It's going to be very interesting, but basically my plan, if we can kind of get a good view here, since our helicopter is broken, we can't get our views from the sky like we normally do. In fact, let's just head over to this little mountain here. We can get a good glimpse at what we're doing. Yeah, so the plan is that I want there to be some like broken houses in a way that make it look like a slime monster has come through here and is making its way towards the center of the town over there where the farms are, and has already wreaked havoc on another part of the town over here. The difference between the two is that this portion is actually going to be covered in slime in some way and basically wrecked down. And what I wanted originally was for the biome color change. Like, notice the grass there and then the grass over here, how it's darker and kind of more vibrant. I actually wanted that to signify that the slime has kind of wreaked havoc in that area. So that's kind of the plan. The slime is basically making a pathway through here. So the first thing I think we really need to do is probably make a few details that make it really look like it has just broken through this forest and not that it was just cleanly cut down. I think there are a few ways we can do that, and most notably it would be just to make, one single tree that has fallen down and just kind of do it every now and then. So for example, maybe we had a tree right here. Since these are 2x2 in the base, all we really have to do is kind of build a very basic sample base here, which I'd actually like to do that since I think the angle here that we're working with is right here. So then we could put like fence posts on there, but for now what we need to do is actually just kind of make it look like the tree has kind of fallen over on it. Now I feel like that would be the easiest solution here to making it look like a lot of damage has been done in this area. So that's kind of what I'm going to be working with, that and a few other things, and then we're actually going to get to the slime monster itself, which I'm a little nervous about, I'm not going to lie, but we should be able to do it just fine. I'm a pro at building slime monsters at all. It should go as expected. But yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be doing this episode, just kind of detailing out this story, because in this world I really want to do role play, and I feel like that's just a good way to make it fun. So yeah, alright, anyways, we've got kind of the base of the tree here. Now we need to kind of fill leaves in this area. Now the downside is that, of course, this is going to make it so that we can't really just walk through here easily, but that's the point. That's kind of how it's supposed to look. We don't want it to look perfect. It's not supposed to look like a pathway. It's supposed to look like, a path of destruction more than anything. So these trees shouldn't look perfect. There should be like holes in the ground where the trees kind of pierce through, all that kind of stuff. And just a lot of smaller details that we could really do to make it, look complete in a way. Like adding slabs down here or on top. Pretty much whatever we feel like. So I'm going to go ahead and get a few trees placed and see what we can come up with. And then I'll return once I've done that. Man, oh man, is this such a cool detail. This is something so easy that you guys could add to your world that I highly encourage. At first, I wasn't really feeling it whenever I was kind of toying with the idea, but honestly, these fallen over trees look really, really cool, and they add a lot of atmosphere just because there's a clear pathway that's been made here, and to have these trees fallen over just looks really, really cool and adds a lot of atmosphere, honestly, and that kind of helps with our story. So, the next thing that we need is obvious like civilization turmoil, if that makes sense, and I think that would be the correct wording there. But like something that has obviously been destroyed, such as a house. So what I'd like to do is maybe make like a a pathway house, like a quick shop that maybe visitors see when they're leaving or coming in, that has been torn to shreds. So basically we just need to have two sides that are still standing and the rest of it just gone and obliterated. And eventually we'll go through and add like a pathway of slime and all that kind of stuff here, but I'm not worried about that this second. But basically all we're going to need to, whoops, didn't mean to do that. All we're going to need to do this is basically just get the same materials that we had over in the town, which if we try and head over here really quickly, you can see it's mainly just a dark oak, I believe, dark oak, yeah, wall here with the white stained clay in the middle. That's basically it. So we don't really need too many blocks to make this kind of come to fruition. Just a lot of little, messy trinkets placed here and there, like slabs and all that kind of stuff. So that is the plan. Now I just need to get back over there. And we're going to add a couple of these around the place, but for now I'm just going to kind of do this one here. So basically all of those houses always had a kind of 3-block spacing in between each and then kind of a 5-block, but since this is going to be a rather large house, we're going to do a 5-block difference here. And basically just make it look like there was once a structure that has basically fallen apart and maybe even burned. Which to do that, we basically just need to add blocks here and there like this. Very simple. Just make it look like something was there and now is not. But and now that we have that, we can just kind of go a random distance away and just kind of do the same thing on this side. And maybe this one actually doesn't even have its corner left. So we'll do that and then occasionally add in more, just like it looked like it fell over or something. Like this one could have one on the ground, kind of fallen over, except maybe it should be that way. Let's see, what else could we do? I think what we ought to do is get a couple of slabs made. So let me grab our spruce, which should be somewhere. I'm probably looking right at it, honestly. I think I may have put it in here. And there it is. Let's just make a couple of slabs and then also some trapdoors out of our little bit easier to come by items here, like the oak. Just make some trapdoors there. That'll just kind of add a little bit more detail, so we can just kind of make it look like everything's really falling apart here. Very, very simple. And then the last step is just to kind of add fences. It's honestly that simple, because the whole concept is that it's messy and falling apart, so it doesn't even have to be that perfect. Some of them can have roofs, but I don't feel like this one needs to, because basically this slime monster has gone straight through the middle. Maybe we can add buttons here and there as well. That could work. What I really want to do is place mushrooms, but I can't do it in this version of Minecraft. As you know, on the Evo server, I'm able to place mushrooms in daylight, but I can't do that because of the updates, and I hate that, honestly, because that would be such a cool feature here, just to make it look like a really old area. But yeah, let's make a couple more buttons, and I feel like one more thing that we can really do is start working with like path blocks and dirt and all that kind of stuff to really make this place look a little bit more messy. Just kind of by going around the edges and, you know, adding in that extra detail of just torn up. Maybe there used to be a flooring here. Definitely not normal pathway. Now, the problem here in my logic, and I know some of you might point this out, is that basically this is assuming that there's been enough time for the grass to regrow on top of what was there. So the slime monster would have come and gone, but maybe to combat that, because there's going to be a slime monster right over there, obviously, maybe the slime monster continuously comes back. That could be the story. So this is an old building, something very, very old and wrecked, basically did not stand the test of time, anything like that. And now that we've done that, we can add a few more details over time, but I feel like bone meal would probably help the most here. Let's just get some tall grass placed to see kind of what it looks like, and always get rid of the flowers because you don't want those. Definitely don't want them in the center either. Ooh, definitely don't want that. And yeah, I honestly think that looks pretty good. And the piece de resistance is slime. That's all we got to do now is just add a little bit of slime, kind of in its tracks. Nothing crazy. We don't want too much slime. We don't want it to be overpowered by that. So just a few pieces here and there should help signify kind of what has happened here. And we can do like little globs of it in every other place. And then even on the sides, like up here, maybe we can have some slime dripping down, you know, just those little fun details. That should actually help quite a bit. I do want to change that and just make it really look like it's been scraping the sides of these these blocks, and that should honestly do it. Let's see what we kind of got here, and maybe add some of the pathways here just to really make it look like it's been traveling, and just play around with it. That's basically all I'm doing. Yeah, I kind of went a little overboard on the slime, honestly. I think it'll make much more sense once we get the slime monster there, but I do definitely want to get rid of these. I do not like them in the trees. I feel like that's just way too much. Way too much. And the slime on the ground is fine because it'll make sense once we actually have the monster, but definitely don't want to do it in the trees. Let me know if you thought that looked good though. I just personally didn't like it, but overall I think this is starting to come together. Once we establish a center path of just messed up dirt, I think it'll look better. But yeah, that's our first kind of messed up house design, except there is one more thing I wanted to do. And it's kind of a trick that I followed with the trees as well. I feel like every kind of log that has been broken is always going to have some piece of fence sticking out, just to make it look like, you know, maybe a part of it is still left. Maybe the spine of it is still there. I think that's a good way to add a little bit more detail in there. But yeah, that is basically what we've got. I love that the slime slows you down too. That's cool. But yeah, that's basically my method of decorating this area and just making a pathway and really making it look, you know, old and beat down. So what I'm going to do is try and work on a path, try and make it look a little bit better, because right now it just looks really messy, which is fine. That's kind of the point. And then we're going to finally work on the slime monster. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys in just a second. And that is pretty much that. I actually went and changed the slime over to green concrete powder because I thought that the slime was just a little too bright. And honestly, it kind of looks dried up now, which is kind of what it, you know, it would do, I guess, if it were sitting here. So kind of made a little bit more sense, and it looks a little bit better, honestly. But yeah, I've got the pathway kind of figured out here. I could definitely do more to it, but honestly, this will work. We don't need it to look, you know, too prepared because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to look extremely messy and just kind of not planned in any way. We don't want this to look man-made. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. But anyways, we actually need to go ahead and start working on the slime monster. Now, I don't know if I'm going to finish the slime monster today, but I do at least want to get kind of a, you know, an image of what it will look like. And we're going to build it just kind of right here coming through preparing. And then I'm going to go ahead later and add a couple of houses that are just waiting to be destroyed that kind of fit the same theme as over there. But yeah, this all kind of coincides. Let me fix my microphone real quick. Give me a sec. Sorry, it was just a little too high there. I felt like I was what's that old boxing game? Sock'em Boppers or something? My neck felt like that. Yeah, anyways, we've got, definitely not cutting that out. We've got slime in our inventory, as you can see. Now, this is going to be tricky. I don't really build organic structures that much, so I don't really know how to build a slime monster. At least this stuff can be broken very easily. Wish I had a bed on me, though, because it's definitely going to get dark at some point. But anyways, let's just get into it. I guess what we want is for it to be kind of going over this tree in a way. But before we do that, I think it would be best to just kind of start playing around with the shape. I mean, a slime monster is supposed to look very globbish, just very gooey. Like it's just kind of sitting there on a platform and kind of, you know, constantly changing its shape. I feel like that's kind of the general shape that we're going for. And I don't want to actually go over the tree just yet because I don't want to ruin it. So we're just going to kind of play with the design first and just see if we like it. But yeah, I feel like the base should be kind of like a puddle in a way. So I'm going to add some thickness to it, at least up until that point. Because I want it to have a bit of a trail body because, I mean, obviously it's moving around, so it has to. But yeah, and then we're going to do kind of going up a little bit. I love the little bounce. It's awesome. But yeah, just a little bit. And I don't know if I'm actually going to fill it in either because that would probably be pretty resource intensive. But man, this bounce is awesome. It's a little distracting though. But yeah, this is going to be a tricky process. I can already tell. But honestly, as I always say, the best thing you can do for organic building is just kind of pick at it and place, you know, build and break, all that kind of stuff. But I want it to just look like it's puddling over and then have kind of its head almost melting over that, if that makes any sense at all. Probably doesn't, but hey, that's fine. We're not about making sense here. But yeah, so let's kind of get the shape continued and see kind of what we can come up with. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better, and it's going to be transparent until we actually finish it, but overall, the shape is definitely there. I went ahead and added a little bit more underground as well, just kind of making it look really puddle-ish, because we don't want it to look too perfect, and at the end of the day, we can always pick at it some more, but I feel like I want to actually start jutting out a little bit more here, as this is where the head is supposed to be, so we need to make our way up there. Oh, this is so weird. I'm just jumping around, and look at that skeleton trying to come out here and then getting burned. It's just like classic skeleton. Don't know when to stop. But yeah, so I think the head probably, oh geez, this is getting dangerous. The head probably ought to start kind of around there. I just want it to look like a gigantic open mouth and face. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to create that, to you. So best case scenario is just to start doing it. Yeah, so let's make a frame for the house. Oh gosh, this is disorienting. It's so difficult to do this. I want the mouth to definitely not line up properly. I think that would be amazing. Make it look like its jaw is just kind of hanging off, you know, not perfect, definitely not a humanoid, just a genuine monster. I feel like that's definitely the best approach here. Oh geez, okay, this is already getting weird. Let me know what you think of this finished product once we get it done down below in the comments, because I'm definitely curious. This is definitely one of the more interesting builds I've done. And if you enjoy building in Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing, because this has been quite the interesting project. But yeah, it's been a while since we've been in this area too. It's kind of refreshing, but okay, yeah, it's starting to come together, and maybe we can have this side actually hanging down a little bit more too. That could be good. Maybe not that much. Break that down. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of liking that. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it'll make more sense once we actually add in the black concrete, which we'll do here in just a second. I want to at least add the eyes before we do anything else, and for the eyes, I'm just going to make it look angry, just kind of like that, and give it the good old Cookie Monster style, where it's just kind of not really even in any way. Maybe it should actually be elevated, though, just a tad bit, and not quite as low as that is. So let's try and change that up, and I guess we could just keep the base like we've got it. That way you can kind of see it tucked under just ever so slightly. But we'll do that, and then just kind of keep picking at it in a way. Give it some eyebrows, maybe. I don't know. Basically, just do this. Make it overhang. This is going to be very interesting. I can already tell. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like from afar. This side is going to be difficult. That's going to be the only problem. That's honestly the scariest part of this, because I want it to fit with the pathway, and it looks like we're probably going to end up having to get rid of that tree. But I mean, it's going to be more tall than long, I guess, because it's like kind of trailing along. But I don't know. I don't know. This is all barely planned. Leave it to me to do that too. I am the worst planner when it comes to this game. But I'm excited because I've been very, lacking of ideas lately. But before I get into that, let's kind of round out the head just a bit. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next few seconds here. But, oh man, it's going to be so difficult to connect to the rest of the body. That's going to be the real challenge. I'm sitting here focusing on the face, but honestly, that is going to be the most difficult part altogether. Because I don't have any shape for it. Just kind of have randomly placed slime blocks. But yeah, okay. Anyways, I've been on a creative block lately, and I think I would like to enroll you guys for helping me, if you don't mind. Do I have any dirt that we can use? That'd be lovely. But yeah, I want to know what you want to see. Do you want to see more towns? Do you want to see more roleplay stuff like this? Oh, geez. Whoa, look at that. No fall damage until I messed up there at the end. But what would you like to see? Let me know down in the comments below, because I definitely would like to know, and I'd like to make better content for you guys. But, oh, geez, this looks interesting. Let's go ahead and fill it in a little bit in the mouth. That should do a lot. That should do a lot. Ooh, it is super dark in here now. And boom, no it's not. Yeah, this should look very interesting, honestly. I've got to fix it because, as you can see, it's definitely not looking the smoothest there. But, oh, goodness gracious, that is looking horrendous. This is going to need a lot of work. But, hey, it's getting there in some way. Once we add the arms, it should add a little bit more life to it. Yeah, I want to kind of take that away on the side just a tad bit. Just make it look a little bit more like it's puddling out, and then add the thickness. Let me just go ahead and finish it and do all of it, and then we can get the final opinions, and we can always get rid of this. I mean, honestly, this is so easy to get rid of. Slime blocks are just one block or one little hit. It takes less than a millisecond almost to break it, so it's not that big of a deal. Definitely give me your opinions. I can always change the shape, but I'm going to continue working on it, and then we're going to go ahead and see the final product. So let me do that, and I'll see you guys momentarily. Alright, so the slime monster is finished, and let's say that we are the king of this castle, and we're just walking ever so slowly down, and let's pretend that this is done, and this is just like a little restroom. What in the world is that? Oh no! There's a monster! Let's go investigate, and let's jump on the bed. Assassin's Creed, break my knees. Or maybe we're on the throne and people are like, sir, there's a monster attacking the town. So we run out, conveniently jumping through the window over here. Oh, never mind. I have it blocked off for good reason. I know you're just waiting to see it at this point. I'm sorry. I tried, okay? I tried to make it funny. But, yeah, you can't really see it yet, but I have plans. It's going to be really cool. Oh! And that's the slime monster right there. Sorry, there's a tree in the way, isn't there? I'm just in a goofy mood today. I don't know why, but yeah, there he is. He doesn't look too different. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. And I added in loads of different things that the slime monster has collected throughout the forest as he travels. It just makes sense, Like I said, I want it to be just like this constantly malformed gelatin that's just like mixing in with itself in a way. Just imagine that, and it's just constantly changing shape. I think it could definitely be improved. So, that being said, let me know if you are trying to build a slime monster, and if you do, send it to me on Twitter at SystemZ, and follow me while you're at it. Trying to hit more followers on there, but yeah, I actually did the back as well, which you can see here. Now, I added trees poking out of them, which I think would be kind of funny, but yeah, I think this definitely adds a little bit more realism to it. It makes it, well, not realism, but it makes it seem like it makes a little bit more sense, I guess. It's kind of weird looking from this side, but imagine like you're walking through, maybe you shoot it with an arrow, and then all of a sudden its face just twists around because it's made of slime. It can do whatever it wants. It can change shapes. So it just has really broken through here, and the slime has dried up here, but it's starting to kind of, it's still alive and active here. It's such a cool idea. This is going to be such a cool thing to do, and originally I wanted to do it so that the actual town was being attacked, but the thing is I really like the way the town turned out, and I don't want to ruin it. So this side is going to be the same town, kind of. Same style anyways, but definitely under havoc and being wrecked. So there's going to be a house right where he is, maybe grabbing it, and then other houses, around the area. And what I'd like to do is get a really, really good villager and just trap him in there. I think that would be hilarious. Like, he went over that house that's back there and just captured that villager. I think that would be absolutely priceless. So let me know what you guys think. I think it looks good. I give it an 8 out of 10 slimes. Or sorry, squids. Evo jokes. But yeah, kind of going on to what I was talking about a minute ago. I have no ideas. I'm out of ideas, guys. I know this seems like it's on the contrary because this is definitely unique, but I'm getting back. I am. I'm really getting back, but I don't really know entirely where to take this world because there are tons of YouTubers out there doing kind of the same thing I'm doing, and I want to make it unique, you know? I want to feel special and good about myself. I'm just kidding, but I do want to make it somewhat unique and special. So give me any ideas that you have, guys. I really like your opinion. I value it because you guys are as much part of this community as I am. So yeah, just let me know any ideas you have for the world. I do actually have more kind of plans for this slime monster, and I'm gonna get up here really quickly if I can. I'm not this good. I'm not that good at Minecraft. Okay. So the idea is that we have this town over here, and you can kind of see there's a little cut through forest in that area. That's actually natural. I want to make a pathway that goes through there, maybe loops around, and then in this area, and divides so you can go to this side or that side. And like I said, this town is going to continue on this way. I, of course, need to finish the castle, but I actually want to do stuff on this side and out in these fields over here. I just kind of want to really start connecting my builds together and make a full story, and I have such a cool idea for this area over here, and I need your feedback. What would you guys say, or oh, lag, if basically we change this little plains area into a fall biome? I know it wouldn't make sense because obviously there's no seasons in Minecraft, first of all, and second, if this area was fall based, everywhere would be fall based, at least in this region. But basically we make leaves that have kind of that orangish, you know, look to them. I think that could be really cool. Just kind of playing with the landscape. I got inspired from a picture on Reddit. I'm not going to post it because I don't remember the username, but yeah, it was very cool, and I'd like to do that and just kind of play around more with landscaping. But yeah, that's it. That's today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and you know all the cool stuff that I normally say do. Definitely do that. And let me know what you think of the slime monster, and what should we name it? What should we name it? Because, you know, maybe he's a good slime monster. Maybe he can be our pet. But yep, that's going to do it. I hope you did enjoy. See you guys next time. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.